Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. It's time for our Swansea preview. A quick apology from Sophia. She couldn't be here this week. She's been up to so much. Check out her social media to find out what she's been doing. And also, apologies from Jack Davis. He's so busy as well, but he will be back to see us next week. He has assured me. We have a big game against Swansea. I think it's a big game. I really do. Because I'm desperate to qualify for the Europa League. I think it would be fantastic for Chelsea to be in European competition next year. I'm sure the players want it. I'm sure the club wants it. I'm sure that Conte wants it. And I certainly want it. It's a chance to win another trophy. It's a route into the Champions League. Let's try and win it. Amsterdam was fantastic, wasn't it? We would love to repeat the success that we had there. Swansea means that Swansea away is a must-win fixture. They have, hit a bit of a form. They're definitely not going to go down now. They're in a good position there, and therefore we should win. They're not going to be fighting for their lives. They're certainly not going to be qualifying for Europe. It's a bit of a dead rubber fixture for them, so we should take full advantage. I think it's a very interesting one with our relationship with Swansea, because I think over the past 2 seasons, our 2 fixtures against them has pretty much dictated our season. If you take the 2 fixtures that we played against them, if you take the one from a couple of years ago, away from home, we beat them 5-0. And that really was a microcosm of the season. We went on from that fixture and it galvanised us, and we went on and we lifted 2 trophies. This year, we played Swansea first game of the season and they outplayed us. We got a 2-2 draw, which was quite respectable for us at the time. Swansea probably saw it as 2 points dropped. But we never recovered. Obviously there were a few incidents that day with Mourinho and certain others, and we never recovered. And I think that this game could also be very pivotal, because if we win, I honestly believe that the Europa League is available to us. If we do not win, it's over. So let's make sure that we win. Very interested to see what team I think you guys would want to pick. I think that we should pick as strong a team as possible, but also, of course, make it a meritocracy. Somebody like Pato, for example, I think has to play. You'll see my team will be up in a little while, and I think that Pato has to play. He was very good last week. He put the penalty away excellently. His passion was palpable. It's lovely to see him so happy to score, and also he had a hand in. I think he had a hand in all of the goals. So let's get him playing, is my opinion on that one. Just another point about that 5-0 win that we had last year. That is the biggest margin that Swansea have ever lost by. I think they've lost one other fixture 6-1, but it is by that 5-goal margin. So it really was a huge achievement. So hopefully we can have more of the same going into tomorrow's fixture. It would be nice to see the youth play again. I think that the youth served us really well at Villa. They really did play well, and I think players like Miazga did excellently. So you'll see from my team in a moment, they've all kept their places. Villa was our first win in 5 games, so we really do need to get the ball rolling again and really find some momentum as we go into the final furlong and try and get into the Europa League. My team consists of Thibaut Courtois in goal, as I'm sure you'd expect. I've gone for Azpilicueta right back and Bubba Rahman left back. I think Rahman has done enough of late to maintain his place in the team. I also think that Matt Miazga deserves to keep his spot, so he has, along with Branislav Ivanovic. There was talk that Cahill is back available, but I think that Ivanovic and Miazga have done enough. Terry is nearing fitness again as well, but I just don't want to rush him back. I think we really are going to need him going into that huge clash against Tottenham. So let's get him fit for that. And obviously we want him to play on the final day of the season, because that is looking like it will be his final appearance at Stamford Bridge. So let's not rush him back too quickly. The midfield, I think this is the perfect partnership. I think Fabregas and Mikel really do complement each other perfectly. I think both played very well at Aston Villa. I think Mikel's skill leading up to that first goal really was superb. So let's get those 2 playing together again. The front 3. You'll be pleased to hear that Ruben Loftus-Cheek has kept his place in the middle, alongside Kennedy on one side and Pedro on the other. I think that is about fair. I think that's a really good balance. I think there's a perfect amount of flair, strength, defensive responsibility. Those 3 together should really, really complement each other well. And as I mentioned earlier in this preview, Pato has kept his place up front. I think that he will score more goals. I think that he was so up for it. And I really think he looked lively. It was nice to see, the movement that he was displaying and the passion that he was showing. So I think that those 4 should combine very well. Swansea, the only slight concern that we have with regards to Swansea is I've read that Jefferson Montero may be nearing fitness again, which must be terrible news for Branislav Ivanovic if you cast your minds back to that first day of the season. But fingers crossed he will have recovered from that. Montero may not be fit, so fingers crossed he doesn't play. But I think that this team really can win the game. And if we do, I think that it really is there for us. Beat City, we're going to have we've got some massive games coming up, and I cannot wait. I've got my tickets, I'll tell you where I am. If you're going, I'm North Stand Up of 4, row N. See you there, come and say hello. Go on, you Blues.
The thing that I wanted to talk to you about today was John Terry has taken a very interesting step. He's revealed his team of the year. I mean, I think the selections that he's made have been pretty much spot on. I would agree with almost all of them.